Hi everyone, this is Dave from DailyTechTV and this is my Q&A session for the 1st of August 2011. Now for those of you who are new to these Q&A sessions, this is answering questions that were left in my last video, which was 2 weeks ago. Also questions that have been emailed to me, plus I've got a free iOS app that's available in the iTunes App Store on the iPod Touch, the iPhone and the iPad, and there is a tech Q&A section in the app where you can send me questions. So before I kick off these particular questions for this session, I'll just let you know what I'm recording this on. Now on my Geekanoids channel, youtube.com/geekanoids, you will have seen me unbox this. This is an Olympus LS20M. It's a linear PCM recorder, so great quality audio, plus it also records full HD video as well. And I've got that sitting on my tripod over there. I'm using the built-in microphones, so we'll see how this performs, and it gives you an idea of how it will actually perform in a sort of a reasonably lit studio environment. So on with the questions, and none of these are scripted, so get used to me reading through them as I answer them. Let me see what the first one is going to be. Now I've got a lot of comments really in this last one about MacBook Pro, etc. And the first question was regarding my MacBook Pro that I was using in the last video, which I no longer have. Come on to that in a short while. Now the question is from Multi Vladimir 12. Is that a MacBook Pro with Thunderbolt and HD cam? In my last video, yes, it was. It was a 15-inch MacBook Pro. It was the latest model with the Thunderbolt port. I no longer have it though, because I've got a MacBook Air just sitting off to the right here, and I no longer have the MacBook Pro. I only need one laptop, and I'm going to use the MacBook Air now for all of my sort of portable computing. Next one is from Program Hacker 001. Do you get most of your products you review for free? I answer this in a lot of videos, but I will answer it again in case you haven't seen them. I do get sent products by companies free of charge, but I would say round about anywhere between 80 and 90% of those get sent back after I've reviewed them. So I don't get to keep everything. I get to keep things like iPhone cases, little camera accessories sometimes, and software. I get to keep software as well, but mainly they are on a loan period. So if I'm reviewing a mobile phone or a camera, I'll have it for between 2 and 4 weeks, and once I've finished reviewing it, it will either get picked up by courier or I send it back via courier. Next one is from the Robio Man. Should I upgrade my BlackBerry Curve 8520? It's getting really slow. Well, if you feel it's getting slow, you feel you need an upgrade, then have a look around. There are some fantastic phones on the market, including a new BlackBerry coming up soon. So if you want to stay with BlackBerry, probably wait till the end of August, and there's a new BlackBerry coming out. Next one is from Flight Simulator Expert. What do you personally think about the Apple earphones, like the standard ones that you get included with the iPod range? Well, I think they're all right. You can get better. You can buy a £25 to £30, so $30 to $40 pair of earphones, and they will sound better in most cases than the included Apple ones. But when you compare what Apple actually supply compared to other manufacturers, they are pretty decent. They're very well designed, they're quite comfortable, and they sound alright. They do sound okay, so compared to other manufacturers, they're top notch, but a lot of people do upgrade. Next one is, oh wow, this is a lot of questions about Nikon cameras. Hi Dave, great videos. Thank you very much. Oh, and by the way, this is from Chakra Canon 97. I haven't been able to watch your videos for a while due to work, but I do have a few questions. One, when do you think the Nikon D300S would be refreshed, and would you buy a D300S D400? August 24th Nikon have announced some sort of event. It's going to be a product announcement, and my guess is it's going to be this D300S or D400. Would I buy it? I'm really hoping that it's got a articulated screen that you can turn around so that I can use it for video work. Very, very tempted. If funds allow, I will try and get one in. Number 2, do you think Apple should improve the quality of their earphones, and should they include a pair with the iPad? We just covered off the quality of the earphones, and I think they're fine. Should they include them with the iPad? Not really. It's a multimedia device, not really just a music device. I think they can sort of get away with not including it. And the last question, what camera brand model would you replace my D5100 with if you're not going to get the D400? I think I've answered that, so D400. Program Hacker 001. One more question, Dave. In one of your videos, the one where you smashed your phone, and I thought you did, how did you remotely control your camera and zoom out, and what camera were you using? Well, I was using my Panasonic SD700. It comes with a remote control. Hopefully I'm getting that in shot for you. And see, I can't see what I'm recording at the moment because the screen on that LS20, the Olympus I'm recording with, the screen's on top, and they did that so that when it's on a tripod it's nice and stable, but I can't see the screen, so I'm just guessing this is in shot. But this is the remote that I used, and it comes with the Panasonic SD700, and it's got a little zoom in and out control on the top there. So that's how I zoomed in and out. Next one. This is a difficult one to answer. It's from Love Heart Grametal. Great Q&A, thank you. I'm due to upgrade in September, the mobile phone, and want another Android phone. Any suggestions? Looking for something along the lines of the Wildfire S, but not too high end, but still decent. Well, by the time September comes around, you'll be able to pick up an HTC Sensation pretty cheaply, and that's a lot better than the Wildfire and Wildfire S. So I would start looking at that sort of phone, or even a Desire HD. Could be in your price budget, so have a look at those two. Next one is from the Zet Reviewer. What's your favourite headphone manufacturer and why? In my opinion, it's Sennheiser. In my experience, they last the longest and sound better when compared to most other brands. Well, I've reviewed a lot of headphones, and my answers vary depending on whether you're talking about wired or wireless. I'll tell you about the wireless ones in a short while, because I think I saw a question about wireless headphones coming up. But with regards to wired headphones, I really like the Sennheiser range. I've tested a lot of them, they sound fantastic. My favourite headphone probably to date is the Beats by Dre Solo HDs, because they sounded superb, they looked superb, and they were very comfortable to wear. So that's my answer. Next one is from a Wee Me Fan 2010. Dave, great videos. I was at my local Aegis store today and looked at the Canon 1000D in the catalogue and was wondering what you thought of this DSLR. It produces great photos, okay video, plasticky. That's what I think of it. So sorry, but it is very plasticky. But if it sounds unfair when I say it like that. Yes, it is plasticky, but if that is your budget, you will still enjoy using it. So go for it. Next one is from Shosh. Dave, where did you get that table from that you film your reviews on? Black and round. I bet it's IKEA. From Jordan. Well, actually, that black spinny table that I record some of my reviews, not all of them on, was actually from Argos in the UK. It was about £39. Good table as well. Very good table. Next one, Iron Soldier 123. What do you think of Battlefield 3? Will you be getting it for PC, PS3 or Xbox? Probably be getting it for Xbox 360, and it looks really good. Looking forward to that one. Tech Beast Reviews. Dave, I'm thinking of getting an external display for my MacBook. What size do you recommend? Well, I think the sweet point for size is what I've got behind me here. This is a Ayama Pro Lite got to look at the model number, E2472HD. It's a 24-inch 1920 by 1080 resolution. Works fine for me, so I'd look at something like that. Unless you've got loads of money, then buy the new Thunderbolt display that's coming out from Apple. Mind you, even saying that, probably wouldn't spend that much on a monitor. Adams Bill 1, just to thank you for this, he commented and he said, great video Dave, you're on Soldier Knows Best latest video. He previews a Twitter app and you're on it. Thanks for letting me know. I did check the video out and I was very briefly just in his timeline there. Here we go. Sam Louis 54321. Do you still have old film cameras in the home, and would you use one? I have one Nikon film camera. Can't even remember what model it was. I bought it when I was in America from Nobody Beats the Whiz or something, one of the stores that was open at the time, similar to Best Buy. Don't use it at all. What was the first DSLR I ever used? This is from the Tech Mundo. What was the first DSLR you ever used? Crikey. I'm pretty sure it was a Canon 350D. I think that was the first one I ever used. Pretty sure it was. Then I went to Nikon with a D90, I think. And then I went back to Canon. And then I'm back on Nikon again. And I'm staying with Nikon. I'm really enjoying the lenses I've bought as well now. So I've sort of invested in some lenses. Something in the way of my... Got to turn this round. Here we go. Something was in the way of the questions there. Oh, this is a good question actually. This is from Cafe Max 920314. Will you do an Android-based Geekanoids app? Thanks for the great videos, Dave. I would love to do an Android-based video app. I have covered this in previous Q&As. The development cost is quite high, so I can't afford it at the moment. If I find a cheaper way or a free way of doing it, definitely will look at doing that. Next one is from PC Gamer Guy 1234. What tips have you got for lighting my videos? Would it be an idea to get one of those LED lights that clips onto the top of the camera? Well, I've got LED lights and I can clip one on the top of my camera, but I find that reflects in the product that I'm using. So I've got a couple of LED lights and I set them off either side of the product on little mini tripods, and then I can angle them to whatever angle I want. So that would be my suggestion. A couple of little mini tripods, couple of LED lights. You can position them out of shot. Next one is from Yeah, this isn't a question. This is just a suggestion, and I will read it out. It's a very good idea. Ice Venny says, big fan of your videos. Watch them every day. Thank you. I've been thinking about becoming a tech reviewer for a long time, and I was thinking if you could make a video or give some tips on your experiences with the struggles of starting in this competitive world of tech. I think it would be great for up and coming techies such as myself. Thanks in advance. Well, that's sort of what the tech Q&As do, because you can ask me questions about what you want to find out, and I'll always share the information. But that is a really good idea. A series of videos just discussing some of the little pitfalls, some tips and things like that. Now, this isn't a sales pitch, but I do write a newsletter that goes out every month, and that's got YouTube tips and an insight into technology, and that tells you about lighting and some of the mistakes I made. And it's a written newsletter, but you can subscribe to that on tinyletter.com. But that is a great idea for future videos, so I will definitely consider that. Next one is from Geek Show TV. What is the best matte screen protector for the 3rd gen iPod Touch? I'm pretty sure that Griffin do a matte screen protector. It's called a Screen Care Kit, and the matte ones are really good. I do like them. I've got a matte one on my iPad as well, and it's really good. Next one is from Dragon Heart String, and this is the last one on the previous video. Then I'm going to move over to the email ones. Love your videos, superb quality, as well as amazingly informative. Thank you. I was wondering if you could recommend the Desire HD more if it had a better battery. Plus, would you recommend external battery backup such as the ZAG, or would you rather have an extra battery that you could switch out? Thanks in advance. Right. HTC Desire HD, fantastic phone. I ended up slating it a little bit because I was having battery issues. Thousands, if not millions of people have got the Desire HD and didn't have battery issues. So for them, it was a great phone. For me, it was a great phone. It was just spoilt by my experience with battery life. So if it had a better battery, I think I would have still probably kept it. With regards to things like external batteries, I've got a ZAG Spark 2. I've also got some other external batteries. I think I've got one around here somewhere. Yeah, look, there you go. I've got one of these. This is a Scosche external battery with some USB ports on it. So I use that sort of thing, and they're really good. So yeah, I would prefer an internal battery for a phone, because when you've got that connected, you've got to leave it to one side charging. So a spare internal battery would be better, because then you can just swap it out and carry on using the phone as normal. So that is all of the questions on my previous video. Let me switch over to my email application now, and these are ones that were sent to me either via email or via my iOS app. So the first one is from Paul. Can you tell me the best headphones, earphones, wired or Bluetooth under £100? There are so many wired ones under £100 that are good, but for wireless ones I use these. Jaybird Sports Band 2. I managed to keep hold of these after the review. If I had to buy a pair, I would buy a pair. They're around £69 I think. Bluetooth, we've got controls on the side here. Good quality, nice and light, nice and comfortable, and although they don't fold, they don't take up a lot of room in your bag, they would be my choice for wireless ones. Wired ones, there's just too many to go through. I would pay, well, I will tell you, if I was buying wired ones now, I would try and find the extra bit of budget and go for those Solo HDs that I mentioned a little bit earlier on. Next one is from Garrett. Is the iPod Classic line dead? No, they will still keep that there. That's the only high capacity iPod that they do, and even when they do the refresh come September, I think they still keep the iPod Classic there. Next one is from Samuel. Have you ever used Linux? Yes, a couple of times, didn't like it. I'm also thinking of getting a MacBook Pro 15 for everything and gaming as well. Or do you think a 13-inch MacBook Pro, or do you think I should get a MacBook Air? Well, you say everything, so you're looking at doing, by everything, I take that as gaming, emails, internet, video editing, photo processing. If I was doing all of those, and a lot of it, then I would go for the MacBook Pro 15-inch. If I was just doing occasional video editing and photo editing, then either the 13-inch and a MacBook Air, and then couple all of those up with an external display. Get a 24-inch display, like what I've got behind me. You can plug your laptop in there, and you know, sweet. You've got the best of both worlds. You've got a large screen for when you're sitting at the desktop, and you've got a portable package to carry around with you. What model you go for really does depend on the intensity of the video editing or the photo processing you're doing. If you're not doing any of those things, if it's just purely emails and internet browsing and Twitter, then go for a MacBook Air. That will serve you absolutely fine. This is a good question from Jared. I have sort of an odd question here. Would you still like and buy iOS devices if they had resistive touchscreens? Simple answer, no. That'd be absolutely awful. Eddie, what are your thoughts on Spotify, and do you have a subscription to this service? No, I don't. I don't have a subscription to Spotify. I like the idea of being able to stream music and more or less unlimited music on some of the plans. Me personally, the music I listen to is very sort of narrow and select, so I tend to own the music that I listen to. And believe it or not, I still don't mind buying the odd CD and ripping it into iTunes. So I'm just used to doing it that way. Next one is from Daniel. Do you think Apple will build a camera into future Apple TVs for living room FaceTime sessions? I think they will at some stage, and I think they should, definitely. People like relaxing back in their lounge, and being able to do an HD FaceTime session from their Apple TV would be absolutely fantastic. And the final question for this session is from Jared. What exactly is a Mac Mini? I don't know whether I should answer that, but I will. Mac Mini is Apple's entry line desktop computer. It's a tiny, tiny little computer with Thunderbolt port, USB ports, just been upgraded to those Core i5 and Core i7 processors. You saw me unbox one on the channel about a week ago, and you add a keyboard, a mouse and a monitor, and you've got a really nice compact setup. Some people use the Mac Mini in their lounges as well and connect them to their TVs, and then they can stream content, do the internet on a large screen, etc. And it's just Apple's entry into desktop computers at a very good price point. So that's it for the questions for this Q&A session. Please do leave comments below this video, and then I'll pick up those questions next time and hopefully answer your question. Please also subscribe to the channel. Please tell everyone you know about Daily Tech TV and Geekanoids, and I'll see you all in the next video.